Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. I'm YouTube famous now. All right, so welcome to another review of RuPaul's Drag Race, episode 5, the Kardashian musical. I am really kind of bored this season. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know if it's that I don't love the mix of the queens that they have or what it is. I'm just not super excited about it. Like, I even like find myself like at the end, like kind of like walking away at the end of Untucked and not watching like the last couple minutes of it. I'm just not super into it this year. I don't know. It needs to like turn it around a little bit. Like, and I think that part of it is that like when Alex and I were talking about it, that like I really like the cattiness of like the queens and them kind of fighting a little bit. I mean, I like the drama of a reality show in the context of this competition. So anyway, I don't know. How do you guys feel about it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? I mean, I love it still. It's like one of my favorite shows ever, but I'm just kind of like a little like, and there's no like standout queen to me right now that I'm really super rooting for, except for Nina Bonina Brown, and she even kind of got on my nerves a little bit this week. So let's get right into this and talk about it. Okay, so they did a challenge at the beginning where they did this like bathing suit challenge, and Alexis Michelle won. It was very cute what she had. She looked very kind of like 50s bathing suit and this like striped bathing suit kind of thing. So anyway, she looked very good. So she won. So she got to pick like all the roles for the Kardashian musical. So I'll just go through real quick and tell you who they were. Valentina was Kendall. Aja was Courtney. Nina Bonina Brown was Chloe. And she about died because she had to have Black China. She wanted to be Black China. Black China, Black China, Black China. Say that 100 times fast. She, like, it just all she talked about, and Shea Coulee got Black China, and Nina Bonina Brown was like, I want a Black China. I mean, it just went on and on and on. It was like too much. It was like, shut up already, right? And then Farrah was Kylie. Eureka was Northwest, which was, I mean, there wasn't much you could do with that, but it was kind of cute anyway. Sasha Velour was Lindsay Lohan. Trinity Taylor was Paris Hilton. Horrible Paris Hilton as far as I was concerned. Alexis Michelle was Kris Jenner. Fantastic Kris Jenner. Cynthia Lee Fontaine was Kim Kardashian. And Peppermint was Britney Spears. So I'm just going to kind of go through them one at a time and say what I thought about their runway looks and what I thought about all of that as we go. I really, like I said last episode, I keep on saying that, I'm such a TV show. I want to go to the reunion. Like, I want to be sitting in the audience at the reunion. Can y'all make that happen? Like, not the reunion, but you know, the final show when they queen the queen. What do they call it? They crown the queen. That's what I want. My husband is sitting right over here listening to every word that I say. He just laughed when I said queen the queen. But it's probably because he's reading a meme, not because I'm funny. But anyway, so Valentina first, let's see, was a Kendall. And I didn't think she looked one bit like Kendall. I didn't think she acted like Kendall. I didn't think anything about her looked like Kendall whatsoever. But her runway runway look was absolutely gorgeous. Her nails were gorgeous. She was studded from head to toe. I thought she was a complete 10. So that was that. And then Aja was Courtney. She was so boring. She didn't look like Courtney. None of these girls like really, like only a couple of them really tried to like get the, and this is where I'm worried because last week I said that in my last week's episode, that's what I was going to say, was that I thought this week was going to be Snatch Game. Well, thank God it wasn't because I'm a little worried about the characters these people are going to do because they couldn't play the Kardashians. And those are some kind of extravagant personalities and characters. There's a lot you could do with it, right? So Aja was Courtney. She was totally boring. I don't even really remember what she had on the runway. Okay, and then Nina Bonina Brown was, the runway was that like fur, like they had to like show like fur outfits. Was that this week or was that last week? I think that was this week. So anyway, so Aja was, her runway was boring. Nina Bonina Brown was, she was Khloe Kardashian. Like I said, she wanted to be Black China, Black China, Black China. Who'd care? She was horrible as Khloe Kardashian. She kind of had the hair and kind of looked like her a little bit, but other than that, it was like, anyway. And I like Nina Bonina Brown, okay? But every week it's some sob story about how people don't like her. And RuPaul even called her out and was like, this is starting to sound like paranoia a little bit. And she's like, well, the Atlanta queens never liked me, and now they don't like me here and whatever. What is interesting a little bit is she didn't get picked last. people do seem to kind of like not be bothered with her. Okay, but this was the best, and I actually didn't even spot it. Alex, my husband, did. In Untucked, when Alexis Michelle was going on and on and on because she wore this really ugly, it wasn't ugly, but it was just boring. It was very, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, it was like she had these shoes on that looked like they were Payless, these like gladiator things, and then she had on this just very basic dress. It was like, she said it was supposed to be Studio 54. I was like, no, it looks like Basement City is what it looks like. So anyway, but she wore this outfit and she was like upset and Untucked, saying to all the queens, I tell you when you don't look good, and I tell you this, why didn't you tell me that my outfit was like horrible? I had all these great dresses on her hanger. She acted like she had like 10 Hervé Leger dresses hanging on her, like hangers in there. And I'm like, okay, why aren't you taking responsibility for your own drag? She's like, I should have won that. I should have won that if I had had a better runway look. Nina Brown, she ain't even listening to it. Her back's turned to the whole thing. Alex goes, look at Nina. She's like sitting on the floor and her back's like turned to the whole thing. It was fantastic. And on top of that, she looked like everybody's Mary J. Blige. I loved it because I love Mary J. Blige. And so she just looked like, can't be bothered at all. It was hilarious. And she looked gorgeous. Carson Kressley said that he didn't like her look or something like, he was like, you look like Mary J. Blige and not in a good way, but I'm not real impressed with Carson Kressley anyway, so it's not like his opinion means a whole lot to me. Okay, Farrah Monn, she was Kylie Jenner. I don't think she looked one bit like Kylie Jenner except for that she had a hat on, and that was about it. Her runway was okay. It wasn't that hot. But what was weird was Alex kept on saying over and over and over, she looks so much like Christina Aguilera. She looks so much like Christina Aguilera. And like when I was watching her, because she was in the bottom two, she lip synced for her life against Cynthia Lee Fontaine. And I was really surprised. I thought it would be Nina Brown and Farrah Monn. She really lip syncing looked like Christina Aguilera. I mean, she's a dead ringer for her. Okay, and then Eureka O'Hara, she had a really nice moment where she came back and she apologized to Valentina and Sasha Velour for the I thought it was very nice. I love all that. I think it's very sweet. I just don't like it in reality shows. You know, I don't come to the LA Hairs and the Dance Moms and the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and all that kind of stuff. I don't come to that for everybody to get along cheeky and be nice to each other. I come to it because I want to see the drama, right? And I'd like to see a little bit of that drama on RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm glad that there's a sisterhood of queens. It makes me very, very happy. But we can save that for when the show's over. So anyway, now I'm going to ruin it for you. This is a little spoiler alert. She, at the end of the show, Cynthia Lee Fontaine and Farrah Monn lip sync for their life. And then RuPaul walks off stage and it's very dramatic. She has to make like some decision. I'm like, what's she gonna do? Kick them both off because they're both putting us to sleep. But anyway, she ends up saying that they've been in contact with Eureka's doctors because she sprained her ankle or something like that. She can't do drag anymore. I don't know. But anyway, so they ask her to leave. She's very professional about the whole thing. I mean, it's just, the show is too nice. I wanted her to fight and be like, I'm staying. I ain't going anywhere. I can dance on this foot. But anyway, she's an open invitation to come back next season. So we already know what one of the spots is going to be for season 10, Eureka O'Hara. Okay, so anyway. Then the next one was Shea Coulee, and she got cast as Black China. And her runway look, first of all, was really cute. She had on like this kind of dress, like mini dress that had like a smiley face on it and this little like fur shoulders and stuff because the whole runway look was all about fur. It was cute. It was okay. I mean, that's the thing, is it's like there's really, I mean, if one of these queens would like really stand out, like they would win the whole thing because there's no queens that are like over the top. There just really aren't. And Shea Coulee, I thought, did an okay Black China. I mean, like, if you had me watch her and say, guess who she is, I would never have in a million years have guessed that she was Black China. I would maybe have guessed that she was, I don't know, you know, a dancer on MTV or something. Like, she should have, like, over-padded and carried a baby or something. Like, it should have been over the top. Like, and Black China is so curvy that, like, she could have over-padded in a comedic way and made it, like, phenomenal, right? And that's what Nina Brown would have done, and that's why she wanted that role. But listen, okay? Listen. You take the role you get, and you do the best that you can with it. Who doesn't want to be Khloe Kardashian? I love Khloe Kardashian. We all love Khloe Kardashian. She could have done something hilarious with that, you know, but she didn't. So anyway, then Sasha Velour was Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan was horrible. I honest to God thought she should have been in the bottom for it. I mean, she didn't one bit look like Lindsay Lohan. She didn't act like Lindsay Lohan. There was nothing Lindsay Lohan about her except for that she was carrying a cigarette. And then her runway was okay. It was like this kind of like, you know, Eastern European Russian look. She had like the pants on and all that kind of stuff that were fur. It was cute. It was okay. I mean, it was nothing that big of a deal to me. At Trinity Taylor, she was Paris Hilton. It was so bad, you guys. It was like a fraternity guy wears bad Paris Hilton for Halloween. That's how I felt about it. I mean, I did not feel like it was female impersonation whatsoever. I thought it was cheesy. And Trinity, honey, step it up. She's like 100 times better than that. Like, I was not impressed with the Paris Hilton at all. I thought she was going to come out and just, I mean, I've seen her live. Like, she's incredible. Like, I did not understand this Paris Hilton. Not only that, but like when she got the role, she said, this was the role that I wanted. And I thought, this was the role you wanted, and this is what you did with it? Boogered. So anyway, her runway, oh, and so when she came out in it, you could also see up her skirt. And I don't know if that was like supposed to be meant that way, like, because of Paris Hilton, you can see up her skirt, like when she's getting out of cars and stuff like that. I don't know if it was supposed to be that way, like on purpose, but I thought that was interesting. Her runway look was cute. It was like she did this, she even said in Untucked that she looked like a coyote or something like that. She had all these different fur pieces on and a necklace. I was kind of surprised she wasn't in the bottom too, honestly. And then Alexis Michelle, she was like this incredible over-the-top Kris Jenner. I mean, her Kris Jenner was so on point. I thought it was perfect. The role was totally for her. But I have to say, like, her runway look was so horrific. And then for her to come back in Untucked and blame it on everybody else. And she really did. She was like, why didn't you guys point it out to me? And finally, thank God, Trinity was like, I've tried to say things to you before and you won't listen to them, and Pheromone said the same thing. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's RuPaul's Drag Race. It's not RuPaul's Best Friends Race, which is what everybody says, right? I hate when people say that. So it's like, take responsibility for your own drag. Seriously, gal. And I'm so tired of her coming back there and acting like she knows 1 through 100 about drag. I mean, come on. If that were the case, you wouldn't be blaming everybody else for your laid-up outfit out on the runway. Okay, Cynthia Lee Fontaine was Kim Kardashian. I didn't think she did a horrible Kim Kardashian. I thought with what she was given, she did okay. But you want to talk about your Cucu, and then you don't play your Cucu and Kim Kardashian, which Kim Kardashian's all about your Cucu. I mean, like, I did not understand that one bit, okay? But what I really thought was she really looked like Kyle from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I kept on looking at her, I was like, she looks just like Kyle. It was just cracking me up. But the thing was, she didn't know the words for the musical, so they put her in the bottom. Her dress on the runway, I didn't think was bad. It was like this long sleeve, long thing, and then it was kind of like a reveal at the end. It was okay. It was, I couldn't even tell that it was like faux fur. And then Peppermint was cast as Britney Spears. And I thought she'd come out there and she wouldn't like do very well with it because it's not kind of not her thing and whatever. She was so good as Britney Spears. Like watching her, like even the texture of the wig and everything I thought looked just like Britney Spears. I was super impressed with it. And then her runway was really good too. Oh, no, I put gorgeous runway, question mark, gave her a 7. So I don't know what that means. But it was okay. Yeah, so Shea Coulee won, and I thought she deserved to win. And then the bottom two were Cynthia Lee Fontaine and Pheromone. Now here's the thing, and this is where the story does, there's kind of a story, like we need stories, okay? We need stories to kind of make, I mean, 5th episode and I'm bored, all right? Are you guys, am I the only one out there? Am I the only one that is kind of bored so far with this? I mean, we need some personalities, like over-the-top personalities. But Pheromone, supposedly, when nobody would give her a chance in Austin, Texas, Cynthia Lee Fontaine gave her a chance and always had her back and all that kind of stuff. So they're real good Judies, you know. And so Pheromone didn't want to compete against her and whatever. But, like, listen, okay? Jujubee and who was the other one back in the day? I can't remember. They're the ones that do that fashion thing now or whatever. Oh, no, that's... Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. Jujubee, and they did that Dancing on Her Own by Robin. That's how you play it out with a good Judy of yours on stage when you don't want the other one to go, okay? But you, like, fight for your life. Neither one of them fought for their life. And Cynthia Lee Fontaine just took off all of her clothes and had a mismatched bra and panties on. No, ma'am. And my husband looked over at me and he goes, she is so desperate. I mean, it was really desperate. It was really sad. And I like Cynthia Lee Fontaine. I think she's very nice. I don't think she's RuPaul's next drag superstar. I don't. But I think she seems very, very nice. She'll probably get Miss Congeniality 2 years in a row. And so now it's like, who's she gonna play? Sandra Bullock? I mean, she should do Sandra Bullock for the Snatch game, because that would be hilarious, because she's totally Miss Congeniality. She's not the next drag superstar. And she kind of showed it. It's like her drag is not that great. And then she did these splits, and I was kind of like, oh, honey, the splits just kind of even look sad, too. So it just like the whole runway thing, or the lip sync for your life, made me very, very sad. Oh, by the way, I did a lipstick. I did a lip sync for my life. It's called Peter Monn Exposed. I'll link it below. You can go watch it. It's a little message to my haters. Oh no, it's called Message to My Haters, actually, is what it's called, if you want to see me lip syncing for my life. But anyway, and then she let Eureka go, and Eureka will be back next season. And the one thing that's sad about that is, with Eureka's leg or her foot, is that, like, I like Eureka as far as drama factor on the show. So, like, now it's going to be too nice. I mean, it is going to be so nice. So anyway, that's about it. And what did you guys think of the episode? Leave it in the comment section below. And of course, I'll be back next week. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.